The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir, baby, On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. She is back in the building. A year later, Billy B is here.
I'm back and I'm better, baby. You already know the vibes.
You know what's crazy? By the time this comes out, I think it'll probably be a year. Calvin, can you see what day the Ladies Night Cypher came out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got... Yeah, check the date on that.
It was January.
Which is crazy, because like I think it was after that Cypher's when I was like, oh, I like Calvin, too. And I let Calvin come take our
That
pic.
shit was...
What day is it? Yeah, because I remember it was January, because the funny thing about the Ladies Night Cypher, I was actually on vacation in Orlando, and I was chilling at one of my best friend's crib from high school, and she's like getting ready because we was going out to lunch or whatever, and I'm like, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, editing. And I was editing the Ladies Night Cypher, and I remember I was sitting there with her, and I'm like, huh? The 11th.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Almost there, yeah.
So when we're recording this, it's like a week before, but by the time people see this, it's been a year. But I was literally sitting there, and I'm sitting on like a medicine ball, like on her porch, like editing the Ladies Night Cypher. She's like, you look fucking insane. I'm like, because this is going to go viral.
Viral.
I was like, you don't understand what I've done here. I'm like, she's like, you look crazy. I'm like, no, this has to be
That was really one of
perfect.
those you had to been there moments. Like, the room was just, everybody was like, whoa. It was heavy hitters. Straight heavy hitters. All like, it was crazy. That was a crazy experience.
Right. People always ask me about it. They're like, how did you do that? And I said,
Only Gabe could get that shit done, bro. And it wasn't an easy task.
Right.
But it got done.
I say God. I say God, because my favorite part about after that too was when everybody started posting on their story. The first person who always calls me or texts me is Fergie, right? Fergie goes,
shout out to Fergie, baby. That's my blood.
yeah, shout out Fergie, baby. But he texts me. He goes, I wish I remember. It was something along the lines of, "You're like, what have you done?" Or like, "I can't believe you've done this," or like something like that. Because he started seeing everybody's story. He's like, "Nah, Gabe." He's like, "You out of control." And I was like, "I don't know how I did this."
Say, yo,
bro.
Gabe is the GOAT for that. Cause yo, every time like. People always say it, but nobody actually gets it done. Like, people be like, oh, we should do a ladies' night. There should be a ladies' night. We should get all the girls. I'm trying to work on doing a tour. I'm trying to work on doing a show. I'm trying to work on doing, but they never get it done. So for you to actually get it done was like, oh, that was GOAT status. That was GOAT status.
You could see the
and
stress.
everybody showed up on time.
Within a half hour.
Well, that's on time for ladies.
That's on time for ladies. I will give y'all
the
that.
ladies usually be two hours, 3 hours. But everybody was on time and ready. That shit was crazy.
And it didn't even take that long to shoot either.
It didn't.
I blocked off like 2.5 hours for that shoot, and I think we got it done within like an hour.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay. I was like, damn, the girls are way better than the guys. That's like, it was like that moment. I'm like, the girls are on time. They all showed up. They all came already makeup ready. Everybody was good.
Yep.
And they filmed that shit in less than an hour. I'm like,
nobody was complaining. Everybody was ready to go. And I feel like everybody individually ripped that shit in their own way. Like everybody ripped it in their own way. Like I don't feel like there was no whack person on there. Like, you know?
Me neither.
So that was crazy.
And I love how everybody got their moment after it too, because like because first of all, the social media storm that day was just, you couldn't plan a better release of a cypher ever. Because normally when I do these cyphers, it's normally like, okay, one person won't post, or like somebody won't do the collab, or whatever it was. But like that day, like as soon as that shit was live, everybody was like, go. Like everybody posted at the exact same time.
It's so crazy. As soon as I post, the shit shot up. Like like when you post on Instagram, some stuff take a little long. You be like, oh, this ain't gonna really do. That shit shot up. I'm like, oh, like likes, comments, boom, 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 boom. Back to back, my phone was going crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit gonna go viral. It's gonna go viral. That was crazy.
Right, because like Connie shit went super viral on TikTok. Your shit went super viral on Twitter. Lola shit went super viral on Twitter. Zen shit went super viral on TikTok, and then fucking it just turned into this whole thing, and I just felt like it was so perfect. And to see like where everybody is like a year later now is super dope too, because I even mentioned it in like in the hot new hip hop thing where I did with my top 10 favorite moments. I remember when the guy was like, so your number one moment is like the Ladies Night Cypher? He's like, why? And I'm like, yo, like for the same reason you just said, like a lot of people talk about doing it, but like actually doing it is like, extremely difficult to make happen and requires a lot of patience,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. But I was like, yo, but then like even if you look at it now where Don't Play With It is now, where you and Lola at,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Where London is at with the record with Nicki Minaj, beautiful.
Crazy.
Connie's with Def Jam. Everybody's doing their thing right now.
Crazy.
And that's like the best part about it is because it's like, you know, when you look at it like a year
Yo,
later.
I can't go nowhere without people being like, on the radar, Cypher. On the radar, Cypher. I seen you on that Cypher. What's that Cypher? Like, I can't go nowhere without people saying that shit. That shit is it's so fire though. Like, it's dope because it's like, I don't know. I've always tell people like you had to be there. Like you had to fucking be there. If you could feel the vibrations through your feet.
Yeah.
Everybody, the passion was heavy. Like everybody was like, I'm about to kill this shit. Like, and they did. It was crazy.
The last thing I was gonna say on it, what was I forgot what the last thing I was gonna say on it was. Oh, that shit's still like, it's interesting because, you know, when you look at the views on the back, and I think it's at a little over 800,000 now. Definitely gonna hit a million eventually. That's not even a question. That shit definitely gonna hit a million, especially as all y'all continue to grow and succeed. Like people are always gonna go back to that. But what's so cool about that is like, it has random bursts, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like you kind of see when certain things happen for y'all that things like shoot up. So like, you know, obviously Don't Play With It. Like there's like that, right? For you and Lola, like boom, okay, bow. Like that, there's a spike for this. And then like London with Nicki, bow, there's that spike. So it's cool watching it on the back end too, because I'll be like, oh shit, look.
Yeah, I'll be watching that too, and I'll be watching the reviews. Like every hand that you just see mad more reviews of it. I'll be watching that shit.
Silky has my favorite one.
Oh
Silky
yeah, shout out to Silky.
Shout out Silky.
Shout out
Silky
to
has
Silky.
my favorite Ladies Night Cypher. Silky got for Yals and Cash Cobain shit. He has the funniest reviews of those.
Yeah, Silky, he like naturally funny too. Like he don't even
Silky's
be
hilarious.
like trying. Like he's just naturally funny. But I feel like he be giving his honest opinion too. So that'd be dope.
Right. And that's so, but like, yeah, so it's at about 800. Cal, it's at like a little over 800 now, right? No? Oh, okay. I thought you were still on it. Hold on, let me see. Cause I don't want to like misspeak. I don't want to misspeak on where it's at right now. 852.
Yeah.
So obviously we're in 2023 now. So definitely by the end of at very least by the summertime, if not sooner.
I think
by
I'm
the
like
spring.
914 on Twitter, like about to hit a million.
Oh, you about to hit a mill too?
Yeah.
Look at that. So it's all gonna hit a mill at the same time, and it's so cool seeing the impact a year later. But other than that, like right, kind of shifting the gear, it's been great, you know, seeing you and Lola going up with this moment, man. I love this.
Yes,
like,
don't
so
play with
beautiful.
it. I don't even think that we expected it to do that for real.
No,
Like,
we knew it was gonna happen. Please stop. We knew it. We knew it.
It been out for almost like 2 years.
Yeah, but let me tell you what I told Dizzy, right? Because I told Dizzy Banko this, and me and him, it's not out right now, but me and him had a good conversation about it. We spoke about like how it's such an anomaly of a record, right? And what we mean by that is like you would see it, it would go, right? And then it would go up, right? And then it would quiet for a little bit, and then it would go up, and it was quiet for a little bit. And me and Dizzy were like, it was just a matter of time before it was just like gone.
Yeah. I honestly didn't expect. I mean, I don't like, just as an artist, I feel like you know, expectations lead to disappointment. So I don't ever expect nothing from what I put out. I just put things out from the heart, and I just put out what I like, and I just, you know, hope for the best. So I had like a streak of me doing features. I was doing a million features because I just was like, listen, I just want to work with everybody. I just came back to New York, and I just wanted to work with everybody. So I just did mad features. I did anything that sounded good to me or that just resonated with me. I'm like, yeah, I'm on it.
Right.
And then to see that shit just go like that, like, and I just did it all faith. It was like, whoa, that is fucking crazy. I still to this day be shocked. Like, I still be shocked just seeing how crazy it's going. Like 10 million views, like.
and the coolest part of it is like also like if you remember like a year ago you told me about how we were talking about there was a record you had at the time with the skit and and in the skit they were the people were the music executives were trying to change you. They try to make you a certain way. They try to make you this,
Trust
try
the
to make you that.
process.
And then I remember we were both like, yo, trust is gonna happen. And
Trust the process. That shit is all facts. Like that. It's self-explanatory. Trust the fucking process. You just gotta trust it. You just gotta trust it. If you just stay true to yourself, things are gonna happen. Because people just love authentic people, and you just can't deny it. This is real. Like it's real. You can't fucking like what the fuck. You can't. You can try to put as much fake shit on top of some real shit as you want to, but the real is always gonna fucking prevail. Like always.
Right. And it's been so dope seeing you doing all these interviews. And like the day we're recording this, like you went viral for your comment, right? Your mom is very mad at you today, right?
My mom is a gangster.
Shout out 16 Shot him, first of all. Shout out my brother.
Me and 16, we've been like talking like through DM and shit. We were supposed to do an interview since like 2019, for real.
Right.
He had hit me up when I was in LA, and he was like, "Yo, I'm in LA, let's link." And it just wouldn't like. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm here, I'm there," so it didn't happen. But then this one, it just happened. He's like, "I'm in New York, let's do it." And I'm like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it." And he came and we did it. And I mean, shit, I was just talking my shit. Like, I was just talking my shit. I can't be nothing but myself. I can't be nothing but real. Like, I can't. Like, I just can't. So I'm just allergic to some fake shit.
For context, for people who are just kind of seeing this, though, let me just say, like, in the clip, you basically was just like, fuck woman empowerment. And then you go on to explain how it's like people use it and they say it, but they don't really mean it, and they use it to try to fake open doors from themselves.
Exactly.
I just want to put that out there. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, like I said, fuck women empowerment. When I said fuck women empowerment, I meant the title that people try to use. Like, of course, I empower women. Like, I collab with every female in the city. Like, I got a song with all the girls from the Cypher. I got a song with every one of them.
Right.
Not
I just want to say
Billy's
the only reason that there's peace.
Thank you. Right? I got a song with all the girls. The only song that's not out is the song that me and London have. Okay. But me and London have 2 songs. Right. So I got a song with all the girls that was on the radar, and I got a song with a bunch of other girls in the city. So it's not fuck bitches shit. Like, I'm just like some hating ass bitch. But I don't like how people try to use the women empowerment shit to just get in good with you. Like, you know, like if you do business and I do business and we could benefit off of each other in some way, hit me with a business proposition. Hey, I got this. If you're interested, let's do it. But people these days, they try to wave on emotions. So they be like, hey, if they see that you lit, like I done had instances where I walk in a room and bitches be giving me side eyes, rolling their eyes, because they think I'm there with one of the guys. And then when I get on the mic and I start rapping or my song plays and everybody's like, Billy. Now you see they whole demeanor change, and now they smiling and they're like, hey girl, women empowerment, we need to work. Fuck you, bitch. You was just fucking looking at me crazy. Like, what you mean, women empowerment? Like, you wasn't empowering from the minute I walked in. And that's what I feel like women empowerment is. From the minute you see a female coming in doing something, even if she's not doing nothing, hey girl, you look cute, it don't cost you nothing to just be cordial and just be nice. But these girls be mean girls. But when you have status or you have something they feel like they could benefit off of, then it's like, let me wave the women empowerment thing because you have to do it now, girl, because you don't empower women. Like, get out of here with that shit. I empower real bitches. Like, I fuck with real bitches. I fuck with real women that's really about their shit, that's doing what they need to do. And when you actually do what you need to do, your work is going to speak for itself. You could hit somebody with a proposition and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, definitely. Let's connect. Let's work. And then through that, y'all might build a sisterhood. And that's what I was saying. Right. Like, I fuck with a sisterhood. If I could do something for you, you could do something for me. We could benefit from it. It might be business at first, but we might build a relationship that we could go on for life. And you never know. Like, you know, that's what I feel like it's about. It's like connecting with real people and genuine people. I'm not with that fake shit because when we start off fake, it's going to end off fake.
Right, yeah.
You know? So I like genuine connections. I don't need nobody for nothing. Like, and don't nobody need me. It's the same way around.
I was gonna say, like, also, do you ever think, like, because you know, girls do be mean, people do be mean in general.
Girls be catty as fuck and shady as fuck for no reason.
But I also think of it as, like, do you ever think that sometimes, like, people, like, let's say you walk in a room, right, and you don't know, like, let's say there's another female artist on the other side of the room. Y'all don't know each other, right? Do you ever, but it's a little standoffish at first. Do you ever just think it's maybe not because it's like, oh, like, they don't fuck with you because they think you X, Y, and Z, but maybe it's also just kind of like trying to fill you out too at the same time?
Yeah, no, but listen, vibes are.
You could tell.
Yeah, you can't deny a vibe. Like, if you are just a regular girl and you're not intimidated by people, and you're not insecure and shit. When another woman walks in the room, you don't got to be like, hi, da da da. But your energy would just be like, you know, she walk past you like, hello, da da da. You would speak, da da. Some girls won't even speak.
Yeah.
You'd be like. You don't see me? Am I invincible? Like, what the fuck, girl? Like, it's just about respect. Yeah. It's just about respect at the end of the day. And some people they just got, you know, internal things that they dealing with and they just project it on people.
Right.
And I don't like that. Because if you got demons, bitch, figure that shit out. I like working with healed people. Like, you you girls be off the meat rack. And I ain't all the way there, but I'm growing and I'm maturing, you know? Like, so you gotta know if you come in and you have to have a welcoming type of aura. You don't want to be this nasty ass person that people just feel like, let me stay away from her. You gotta, like, come on, this is the field. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to come work. Like, this is what you're doing. So why you not be regular, be calm,
cool.
like, just vibe. You're not just vibing. You're not just vibing. I
don't know how anybody could have a problem with Billy. Billy literally works with everybody,
bro. And that's what people in the comments was like. They was trying to drag me a little bit in the comments, like, bitch. I'm like,
those are people who don't know you.
Yeah, I'm
they
like,
don't know you,
argue with your mammy, all right? I said what I said, and I stand on what the fuck I said, because I've been through it, and not only personal experience, I seen it happen to other people. Like, I seen it. I seen girls talk so much shit about a bitch, and then as soon as she's lit now, then it's like, oh, she's the best. And it's like, you was just telling, and people don't understand, right? When, like, especially for these people, because I said it in the interview, I'm like, these girls in the labels can't sit with me or whatever, but I didn't, like, what I meant is these people in the labels, especially the females and stuff, when you're talking about a female, if these label people if these execs or whatever never met a female, and then another female's like, oh, she's a bitch, I don't like her, she doesn't write her music, that could fuck up a whole opportunity for somebody. And that's not even your real opinion. That's just you just off of your little whatever. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, this is real life. This is not no video game. Like, don't do that. If that girl never gave you no nothing to be mad about, what the fuck is you mad about?
Yeah.
That shit be hurting. Like, I seen this shit. Like, I seen it with my own two eyes. So I know I'm not tweaking, and I don't care. Like, listen,
it's real consequences to your actions. So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. And you just don't ever know how you could just like I said, mess up an opportunity for somebody. So I stand on that.
I feel like, and also it's like people just be having problems with others for no reason. Like, like,
no reason at all.
You mentioned, like, I think the label thing is a great thing to say too, because it's like, let's say I'm making up like a hypothetical situation. This has never happened, nor do I know that this has happened to anybody. I'm just saying it from a hypothetical situation. Like, let's say on a level, because we've seen women fight over just because they was with the same dude. Right?
Yes. Oh my God.
So like if you look at it from like a perspective where it's like, all right, shorty at the label used to date my dude, right? And then now dude is dating her.
Or get this, sometimes the girls at the labels don't like when the rappers that they work with like the female rappers. They feel like, oh, I got more, I can help you more, I can help your situation more, why you like her? And then they'll try to like blackball the female. I done seen that shit.
I ain't never seen that before. That's crazy.
I've seen that shit. They be looking like, I help you, I'm part, not to be shady, but not to be shady, but back in the days on Love and Hip Hop with the Yandy and Chrissy situation, Yandy was like going with Jim Jones, like, I help you in your career. I don't know. It felt a little bit like, girl, like, you're not playing your position. Like, you want him to fuck with you more than he fucking with his girl because you work for him? Like, that don't got nothing to do. But girls are just girls. It's just a natural thing. Like, we possessive and certain things. So when we put our time and energy into people and situations, we feel like they supposed to be loyal to us.
Right.
But it's like, you just work for me. You got to understand boundaries. You got to understand things. And sometimes some women don't understand that.
Right.
And they act on it.
And separate the business from...
No shade to Yandy. I don't know y'all situation, but that's what I see. Don't Love and Hip Hop chat.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, learn to separate your business from your personal relationships.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I see a lot. I see a lot. Being in the industry, you see a lot of, like, you just see a lot of shit.
I've definitely seen a lot, right, John?
You see a lot of stuff.
Learn to separate your personal relationships from your actual relationships, all right? I'm not being no tea, no shade. Don't look at me like that, bro. You too. Yo, don't. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you the story later.
Anyway, focus.
All right, so we got some new singles out right now, right?
Yes.
What are we kind of doing now? Like, what's the goal? Because right now you kind of gotta let what's going on right now ride a little bit too. Like, Don't Play With It.
Don't Play With It is big one. So I'm just going off of the momentum of it. A lot of people aren't familiar with me, like the masses. Yeah. So I'm just trying to just stay in everybody's face and just keep putting out my music and just keep showing them who I am. And it's working. Like I done got like 20 fucking thousand followers in like a week. Like I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So it's just my thing is like a slow and steady, but it's always steady.
Right.
Like I don't be having those moments where it's just like an overnight success, but I always get a moment that's just like progressive, and I kind of like that because I feel like I'm gonna forever be progressing. You know, I rather that. So. It's just been going crazy. But with the singles, I'm just dropping singles right now. And I'm recording a lot to just have my catalog just, up there. And then when it's time to let that bomb go or let that EP or tape or whatever go, then we gonna go. We gonna do it. Like, I just want to stay ready so I ain't got to get ready.
Right, I feel like we've been, stay ready so I ain't got to get ready.
Yeah.
I feel like because I feel like even last year we were talking about the project too.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever was it. Well, there was
See,
a Blue Pearls project. The Blue
these-
Pearls project happened though.
Yeah, the Blue Girls, Blue Pearl. Shout out to Smoker and Maryland. I always, this is why I don't like talking about shit. Because every time I say, like,
You
I'm
say some
doing
shit.
this, then something crazy happens. And then I be like, gotta change that plan and go another way. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say shit no more. I'm just working. Y'all going to see me. I'm going to stay in y'all face. And y'all going to know who Billy B is. The whole world going to know.
Are you going to keep doing kind of like the drill and Jersey Club stuff you've been doing? Or
I want to do everything, honestly.
because I was about to say, Billy, I love that, but I love when you be rapping.
Yeah,
too, you know
yeah. I
what
love when I be rapping. I love doing it all. I kind of, at one time I was in a space like, damn, I need to find like my signature style. And then I'm like, why? Like, I'm a fucking artist. I just need to keep creating. And as long as it's dope, just keep going. Like, Yeah, so, because not everybody's lyrical, not everybody's Jurlian, and not everybody is Jersey. Like, it's like, so I just like I like to just have a variety of stuff and be versatile. But, once we catch that hit, we gonna run with it.
Yeah, whatever
once
it
we catch
is.
that hit. But I got some like real song. I'll let you hear a song that we gonna come out with later. But yeah, I got some real shit. But I be dumbing my shit down sometimes. Just because I be like in a vibe. I be hating when I gotta think too much. Like if I gotta think too much about it, I know that the
people,
the consumers are gonna be like, God damn, bitch, you just made my head hurt. Like, so I like to do a little bit of everything.
Word. Well, I'm excited to see what you do next.
Yeah, you gonna see me. You gonna see a whole lot of me. You gonna see a whole lot of me.
Well, I'm always proud of you. Congratulations on everything.
Thank
Freestyle
you.
part, I guess, what, Cal? Oh, wait, we have one last thing we have to do. Thank you for reminding me, Calvin. All right, Cal, come on. Here's the Cal's questions. Come on.
Oh, what's this?
We haven't done this in a while, huh? He just asked. It's Cal's questions. It's a segment.
Okay.
Welcome back to Cal's question.
Remember
2023. Today's question is, Billy,
Mm-hmm.
what is the worst insult you've ever hurled at someone?
The worst insult I ever hurled at somebody?
Yeah, that you ever said to
Oh,
someone.
I say a lot of shit. That's hard. I be.
Calvin working for those points on those records.
Okay, one time, I'm going to tell y'all a crazy story, and I feel so bad about this, but it was. Damn, should I tell this story? I'm going to tell it. Fuck it.
Good.
So this one time I was in a Denny's. I was in Denny's and this girl,
Denny's.
I was on the phone and I was talking and this girl thought that I was talking about her and she was white, right? So she thought that I was talking about her. So she turned around and she was like, yeah, she's talking about us. She said, white bitches, da da da. And I'm like, I'm on the phone. I'm not even talking to her. I was talking about something totally different. So then she's like, yeah, she said that. I'm like, so then we get into it, and she's a big girl. She wasn't a little girl. She stood up, and then we started going back and forth, and it was just racial slurs going back and forth.
Oh, my God.
Between me and her. It was going back and forth, like back and forth. And I felt so fucking horrible after that. I went home, and I almost got locked up that day.
Nice.
We was fighting in Denny's. We ended up fighting. I cracked her head with one of, those plastic Denny's cups? I threw that shit at her from where I was sitting at. I threw it. Boom, that shit cracked in the head. We ended up fighting. And then my homeboy, he was in the bathroom. He came back out like, what the fuck? He grabbed me. We ran into the car. The people was like, yo, the cops is coming. The cops is coming. They put me in the car. We go in the fucking car. We leaving. And then when I got home, I'm like, yo, I feel like shit. Like, even though she was saying racial slurs too, like, I could have just fought her. I was saying shit back. And that was probably my worst, insults. But on a regular, I be insulting people. I be cursing. I be streaming now.
You do?
Yeah, I be streaming
On
on Twitch, on
I didn't know
fucking Bigo. I be streaming on mad different apps. So, you know, you just be roasting people. So I just be saying crazy ass shit. Like, they be saying crazy shit to me. I be saying that shit right the fuck back. I don't care. I be saying that shit. But that was like the worst time. And I really because that's not me. Like, you know, that wasn't me. But she was saying it to me. So we just, it was going back and forth. But I'm disgusted about that. I ain't like that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But that was the worst. That was the worst.
There you go, Cal. You satisfied with that answer?
That was the worst. I felt so bad. I prayed and everything. I'm like, God, you know that's not me. You know that's not me.
Well, don't start fights with Billy at Denny's. Otherwise,
don't start fights with me at
You might
Denny's.
fuck around and almost get her arrested. We don't need that. We don't need that. Things are going well right now. We don't need her arrested.
Child, I said, they gonna put me under the jail once they see you. I was in PA. They don't play.
PA?
Common law. They don't.
But you got out of there.
I got out of there quick.
Gone.
Real quick.
Back to Jersey. Back to Jersey. Well, look, again, I appreciate you. Make sure you run up the freestyle. Part 2 out now. Part 1 out now. Ladies Night Cypher out now. 3-peat. Billy B on the radar.
Listen, Gabe is the fucking GOAT, right? I said it here first.
I appreciate you.
Wait, and shout out to the On the Radar merch. Oh, yeah.
Look at John smiling.
It's giving Astro World. I say, you on your shit. That shit is fire. I'm going to need one of those, Gabe. I don't know. If this shit go viral, then I need one as a gift.
I got you. Go get one of those right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, hopefully right now. If not, coming soon.
Yes.
On the Radar shop. Hopefully it'll be linked in the below. But if it's out right now, go copy one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Don't Watch TV on the design. And I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let the people know they can follow you. You know the drill. All that good stuff. This camera
Follow
right
me
here.
on THC Billy B on Instagram, THC Billy Blue on TikTok. My TikTok is going crazy. Make sure you check out my TikTok. And please do not DM me for all business inquiries. Do not DM me. My email is in my bio.
Please.
I am Billy Blue at Gmail.
Please.
People be fucking DMing me and be like,
God.
bitch, you man Hollywood. I'm like, I did not even see it. Like, who are you? I don't even know what you're talking about. Email me for all business inquiries, but THC Billy B all across the board. You just type it in Google. Google me, bitch. You gonna see it.
I felt that spiritually. Please email me. I'm not looking at no fucking
Yeah,
DMs.
email me. Like, this is business here. Let's not do that.
Yeah, come on. Be professional. Well, make sure you go follow her. Go run up everything she has out now. More music on the way. Freestyle out now. Go show her some love. Go show her some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, on the radar, Billy B. We out. Boom.
Later.
Perfect.